Hey, what is up, folks? Welcome back to another Fish Meat for Dinner episode. Today I'm joined by my dad, and we are going to make some DIY rod holders here for in your garage. So without further ado, let's get after it.
Some of the materials you need for your do-it-yourself home rod holders are two 8-foot long pine boards, just like 2x4s, but you can actually cut them down to 2x3. And once you have them 8 feet long, 2 inches by 3 inches, you want to mark out from starting from the edge. Every 8 inches, you want to mark out a line all the way along to the end. And we are going to basically hang some PVC J-hooks, which you will need some 1.5 PVC J-hooks that come with nails, but you want to take the nails out to start with. These are just plastic J-hooks from local hardware store Menards. I got a box of 50 of them for about 19 bucks. The boards I had laying around, and that's pretty much all we'll have invested in it for materials. Besides that, we would need some, instead of using the nails, I like to use screws, so some number 16 1.25" drywall screws to hold it together, and then we'll show you the final installation with some heavier duty Spax type screws to bolt it to actual ceiling rafters to make it more secure. People use these also on deer stands and everything because they're coated and they won't rust. So without further ado, let's get started. Okay, so we've got all our 8-inch marks from one end to the other. Then we're just going to transfer it across the board all the way down so both boards are identical so when we hang it from the ceiling. And the last one we don't have to mark because it's going to be on the very end. We're going to start off pre-drilling some of the holes, so this way when we put the screws, or if you want to use the nails that come with them, this way the wood doesn't split, pounding on it, but we'd rather use the pre-drill the holes. We're going to start off with the first J-hook. Now our ceilings are like 10 feet tall, so we're going to leave the J-hooks as they are from the package, because then the rods kind of hang down so you can reach them in our boat. But if you had a shorter garage, you might want to cut off like 2 to 3 inches of it so it's shorter hanging down. It's all up to you, but we prefer to leave them that long so we can actually reach them without having to use a ladder. But the first J-hook, you would start on the end of the first board, line it up, and we'll pre-drill the holes. And then we'll get some screws and put them in. There, that's the first one. Then we can always move on to the second one. It takes a little planning, but what you'll end up doing is pre-drill them again. You're going to be putting them back to back on that line. So then you would just continue on all the way down to the end. So we'll do all these, and then we'll show you the finished product once we get to the end. There. How many rods can we handle on here? We got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24 rods you can hang once we're done with the other half of this. Simple, do it yourself, total investment about 25-30 bucks. You know, the J hooks are 20, a box of screws, and some time. So we'll finish the other one, and then we'll mount it and we can see in action. Our studs on the ceiling are 24 inches apart. Some people's are 16, but we've got a 2-story garage. So we marked a stud location in advance that we know that we have to kind of pre-drill a hole because we're going to use these nice bolts to hold it to the ceiling, but every 2 feet. So we're going to pre-drill those, and then we'll mount it to the ceiling and we'll show the finished project. Sturdy? Yeah. Okay, here's.
Well, there you go, folks. That's how you make a DIY little rod holder majiggy for your garage. So, I hope you guys enjoyed. We'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.